Start streaming. Is it even working? I think so. I think it's working. And I'm gonna be stopping and starting, but that's fine. That's fine. Alright. Is it working? Is it working? Yee! Can someone say hi in my chat? Just kidding. Wait. Let me close this. Oh wait, no, I can't close the stream together thing. That would be really bad. Okay.
Oh.
That would be so funny. Wait, I was just checking. Okay. Good boy Brent was in my chat? I love good boy Brent. Okay. I'm playing, guys. Wait, they were just watching, but they didn't chat. It's okay.
No.
Okay, let me put on my glasses because my eyes are going in. No, never mind. Hello. See, now you look normal.
See? Yeah, wait, I'm still trying to watch your stream. There's an ad.
Oh. Oh my god. Wait, don't watch it or else it might. Oh, wait, yeah. You're just seeing it just to see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Actually, let me see yours just to see as well. Can y'all see?
Maybe I'll put you up there instead.
I'm getting moved. Ew, why's my mouth fucking open?
Yep.
Wow! Hello! Look, you guys can see as well that I am strumping. And I also have your stream. It's like picture. Oh, it's weird. It's infinite.
Yeah, it's infinite.
Oh no.
I'm watching a stream of your stream watching my stream.
Ew, that's weird. But yeah. Okay, guys, we're gonna be playing. I also have my controller here. How's the sound? Is the sound good? I think it might be fine. I think it should be good. But yeah, I am streaming again,
well.
and I have my camera on because like this morning, oh my god, this morning, because like yesterday we had like ramen, and then we had more food, and then like more food, and then we also had like a little bit of alcohol. So when I woke up, I like couldn't open my eyes. I was like, oh, I didn't drink any water, and I just had a bunch of salt. That's so bad. But yeah. My face was all messed up. So I could not show my face this morning. Oh yeah. Look, I have a tattoo.
Oh.
Yeah, I got
Are those new?
Yeah. No, it's not really new. I just wanted to show. Okay. I don't know how to act normal on other people's streams. But yeah. But
I don't know, this is the first time.
yeah, true. Cause last time you weren't like your face wasn't there.
Oh. Hey, Henry's mom and Mirk in my chat.
Guys, just kidding. Okay, but that's fine. Oh yeah, wait. 5 people should be chatting at the same time so that you get the thingy.
Yeah. Wait, let me just answer. I didn't know they were in my chat. I saw them, but I thought they were in your chat.
No.
We're gonna discuss a little Love is Blind, and I don't think I would go on Love is Blind even though I am single.
If I was single, I would go on Love is Blind just to be loved by America. I would say like all the
Just like Matthew?
Yeah, oh, not like that.
America's watching.
Yeah, he was like, America loves an underdog. I'm not gonna be that cringe. I'm gonna say actual things. I'm gonna be like, did anybody else find that weird? Like, that was so weird. I don't know. Everybody like gives me like, everybody cringes me out. Like, if I'm looking at like all of these guys, right? Wait, let me open it in. Open with Paint. See, look, okay, the reason that I opened it in Paint is because I needed to, like, what do you call it? I need to put markings on it, alright? Because there's some people that I just do not like. Okay,
right.
let's have a look at Let me put it so that our faces are not covering. Okay, there. If we're... Okay, let's talk about... Wait, let me close this. Because you can hear my music. No, it's fine. We have music. Let's talk about Chelsea and Liam. What are your thoughts?
Chelsea and Liam.
Yeah.
Wait, Chelsea and Liam? Chelsea and Jeremy?
Huh? Wait.
No, not Jeremy.
I have a lot to say about Jeremy.
He's not named Liam.
Really? What's his name?
Wait.
Human Bender.
What's his name again? Human Bender, yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy. His name is Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy. What the heck?
Chelsea.
Why was I watching the same show? Okay, yeah, Chelsea. What are your thoughts on Chelsea? And then Liam.
Let's see.
I mean, Jimmy.
Chelsea is so insecure. She's so insecure. I mean, I don't know her history with who's she's usually been dating and stuff, and how people are treating her. But she strikes me as somebody who's very insecure and needs extreme amounts of reassurance in her relationship. Especially, I think that she knew how Jessica looked, and she knew she was in competition with Jessica, and that made her even more insecure.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I also think that Chelsea is really insecure. Okay, but can I just say something? You know when she said that she looks like she was like, oh, I look kind of like Megan Fox. I'm going to defend her right now. I see it sometimes. If you've ever seen Megan Fox...
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah, right? Like,
And
kind of.
It's still a weird thing to say, because you kind of have to know that you put some kind of picture in the other person's mind.
Yeah.
Even though she was like, but it's just because I have brown hair and blue eyes. Like, you kind of knew what you were doing still, though.
Yeah, I think it was weird for her to... Hi, Giuliani. But anyway, I was like, okay, you can say that, yeah, but yeah, like the other person, like you should have said, I look like, okay, you should have said like, I look like Elmo. So anything after what you say is gonna be like, she doesn't look like Elmo, she looks like Megan Fox. Like, you're so stupid, dude.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding. But
you have to bring the expectations down so you can be positively surprised, not the other way around.
I know, or else then, I don't know. It's just weird. I think that was the wrong move. Also, the reason that she's insecure, okay, I can understand it on a human level, because the reason she's insecure is because she's been cheated on many times. And I was like, oh, because she used to,
she has. Okay,
she was married, and then they got a divorce because the ex is like a notorious cheater. So I was like, okay, on that hand, like on that side, I can understand why she was like, we haven't kissed in like 30 minutes. And then he's like, I did kiss you this morning. I was at work. And then but also, can I just say, even if I was the most secure person in the world, if he told me in a relationship, he goes, I couldn't say that I loved you this morning. I bit my lip. I would lose my ish. I would be like, what do you mean you can't say that?
That was weird. Yeah.
He was like, remember when I bit my lip? I was like, remember when that does not affect the way you talk? That is a weird thing to say. And also, he keeps on saying, he goes, I was just thinking about Jessica and the fact that she looks like Kim Kardashian. I was like, oh wait, well, he was like, oh, she looks like a Kardashian. And I was like, okay, first of all, why the fuck would you say that? And second of all, get out of my house. It was so weird. And then also, you can tell that he does not respect her, because he was like, oh, her roommate is too much. I think you gotta leave her there. Well, he didn't say those words, but he was like, we're not living there. I was like,
Yeah.
You could have at
Yeah.
least been like, we may live there. Oh, you're my pet. But I was like, we may live there, but and then later be like, oh, we actually can't live there because I have like a pretty good situation going on and you can live with me. Like, he didn't have to be like, your friend, like, your roommate is too much. I
He
don't know
was
if
a bit rude, yeah.
Yeah, he was a little bit rude. And also, I already knew he was gonna be a flake because there's some people, like, you could just sense in the way that they move their body and the way that they talk. Like, when they were in the pods, oh my god, when they were in the pods, he was lowering his voice like 3 octaves, and he was like, oh, hey, hello, Chelsea, blah, 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 blah. And then when he saw her, yeah, when he saw, oh, you're my favorite viewer. Anyway, and then when he saw her, he was like, oh. Like, his voice went back to normal. I was like, oh, he doesn't even want to try. This guy does not even want to try. Oh my gosh. And then,
but what surprises me is that he almost didn't want to try before he even saw her.
oh yeah.
He said there like he was thinking about leaving
Yep.
before they even met.
Yeah.
Like he was not sure on his choice.
Yeah, he was already
even
a
before
flake.
the seeing her.
Yeah, he was already a freaking flaky flake. Candy or pastry? Pastry, duh. But yeah, he was already a flaky flake. Now, on one hand, I can kind of understand being like, okay, I really like this one guy, but then another guy asked you first, and then you're like, oh, shall we? Okay, I'll go out with you. And then you have to like then tell the other guy even though you like them more. Wait, no, I can't. I can't understand that. Actually, she should have just said, actually, I like Trevor more. Because look at him! First of all, look at him!
I think Chelsea and Trevor would fit together much better.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for spoiling so much, Henry's mom. You've only listened to episodes.
She's not gonna watch
But,
it.
and, but I think the insecurity might also dig at Trevor, possibly. Like,
Yeah.
but he would probably shower her more with love. I don't know,
Yeah.
but maybe.
I would also trust Trevor with my drink. Yeah, but yeah.
I would trust Trevor with my drink.
He would shower her with, like, love. And then she wouldn't have to be insecure. Like, a lot of people are like, oh my god, she's so insecure, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, would she be insecure if there was security offered to her on a silver platter? But, like, also, he was telling her, oh...
True.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Also, I'm a little bit confused. Like, just to, like, start another conversation, how come everybody was saying, they were like, oh, the physical chemistry is 11 out of 10. And then later on, they all backtracked and they were like, oh, we've only ever kissed. I was like, it must have been the most fantastic
Wait, who are we talking
kiss.
about now? Which couple are we talking about now?
All of them. Oh wait, no, not all of them.
All of-
Specifically, Amy and that guy. Is that Liam? No, Amy. And...
Oh yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
Amy and Amy and somebody.
Tom. Is it Tom?
Johnny.
Oh.
Johnny.
I'm making
Johnny.
up their names. Yeah. Amy and Johnny. Okay. You're Batman. Okay. So anyway, oh yeah, I will give her a yellow like mid. Like there's something a little bit thingy with Chelsea that she needs to work on a personal level. But I don't think it's that awful. Okay. So going back to Amy. Amy's great. I think that Amy is A-okay.
I think she's fine.
Yeah.
She hasn't had many like big huge red flags or anything.
No.
Neither has Johnny.
Okay, can I say something about Johnny? Okay. A yellow
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, a yellow flag that Johnny had was he said guess what? And she was like, what? And he said, chicken butt. And I was like, that was the... Oh my... When I heard that, I was like... I was like...
And she said that he does that every day.
I know. I was like, okay. They showed it once. That already made me, like, throw up in my mouth. And then her, like, confirming. She was like, you say that every day, Johnny. Oh, I went, no. There's no way. Oh my god. But if I'm talking about, like, actual red flags with Johnny specifically, he...
Yep.
Is very confusing. Okay, I'm gonna make his pink because I'm not sure. It's like this. With Johnny, he was like, oh, I'm just really worried that we're gonna get pregnant. And then he was like, every other girl I've been with has been on birth control.
I had a huge thing about this because I do not understand Americans sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this isn't a problem, at least not in Norway.
Yeah.
There's a thing called condoms.
Yeah. Literally.
You can still have birth control.
I know.
There's not. You don't. It's. You, I can't even say my words. Like, you can still have birth control. It doesn't all have to be on the girl.
I know. That's what I was saying.
And like, and she was like, "Oh, he can get a vasectomy," but what? You'd rather go to a vasectomy than just use
a condom? I was like, wait, is the condom technology not fabulous there? But I was like, but also there are other ways. I don't understand. Like, they're like giving me weird freaking vibes. Oh, like, I think specifically. Oh, I think my stream dropped out. Okay. I think that she's good and she's fine, and I would be fine like being with somebody like that. But I think Johnny, the fact that he said that and brought that up was kind of like I have to teach you this, like, that you don't know. I have to teach you what condoms are? That's insane. No offense, but don't you like?
It looked like none of them was like even thinking of that as a option.
I know, and I was like yes, I completely understand like people not wanting to do hormonal birth control because that really messes up your body. But then I was like, wait, now you're gonna like even though vasectomies are reversible, that is kind of that's kind of like a full-on thing to do. Just in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super invasive.
Yeah.
Just to be able to
And is it really worth it?
Just to be able to not use a condom.
Yeah. I was like, is
like, I wouldn't think so.
No. And you don't even have to use like a condom. Just kidding. But like, you know what I mean?
I wonder if it is a cultural thing because I've seen American stand-up comedians or people talk about like birth control being only on the women's side, and like
that's so weird.
I don't know how common condoms are in the US, or if I'm just seeing a very weird part of the US and like 90% aren't this way. I don't know. Might be. But it felt really weird. Because I don't think that would be even an issue for a couple in Love is Blind Norway.
Yeah. Would there be a Love is Blind Norway? That would actually be funny. A Love is Blind
I don't know,
Australia.
we just had Love is Blind Sweden. That was interesting.
Was it good?
Wait, Mir is gonna chime in as an American, but condoms are super common. That guy's just being a jerk. Okay, fair enough.
That's what I was thinking.
I just feel like it's not the first time I've heard an American have that mindset, but it might be, like I said, that I'm seeing the minority, the loud minority or something like that.
Yeah,
and
we're
having a
literally
skewed
just hearing it from
vision.
one weirdo guy. So yeah, he has an
Yeah,
X.
yeah, yeah.
He's like a pink flag right now. Okay, let's go to her, Laura and Jeremy. They give me big red flags.
Laura and Jeremy. Yeah.
That's a low.
They are interesting
Yeah.
because they look like they could be a really good couple.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes it really falls apart.
Mm-hmm.
For some weird reasons. Let me see. I have some notes here. I just wrote Laura's parents, but I don't remember what I meant with that.
Laura's parents? Is it because they want they think it's weird that she joined the show?
Yeah.
Actually, I just made that up.
Maybe.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, wait. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Sarah Ann.
Oh, Sarah Ann. Okay, can I say something? As a Sarah Ann, even though I don't love all of her ideas, like, and her outlook, like, she said some really questionable things about some political. It's not even political. It's like human rights kind of things. She's like, I don't know if I believe in blah blah blah, and I was like, uh-oh. But she's giving a little bit too conservative, which whatever, that's fine, whatever. But I think he liked her more, but she scared him because she had 4,000 Instagram followers.
Oh,
I
that's
think he was
interesting.
intimidated by that because he, unfortunately, to go back to Jeremy, just to go back. Jeremy strikes me as also very insecure, but in the flip side, where he's like, oh, like when he got upset that Laura kind of rightfully was like, why did you tell AD the secret joke that I told you? Like, are you gonna go up to everybody that I tell a secret joke about? Like, oh my god, like that's so weird. I was like, okay, although what Laura said was really weird, like why would you ever say that about another person, let alone somebody that you consider your friend? But for him to then be like going out of his way to be like, oh, do you want to hear this controversial joke that my girlfriend, my fiance said about you? And in front of everybody, like he lacks social decorum, but not like he's just confused. He lacks social decorum where it's like he's trying to prove something. He's giving insecure as well. I don't know. Whenever he's joked or anything, because like also when she said, when Sarah Ann said, I have 4,000 followers on Instagram, he was like, what? He went like, he was like, you know what I mean? And then
That is, okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did not pick that pick up on that. And it's interesting how this has become like a dating question. Like, how is your social following?
Yeah, because then you're probably thinking like, I would only be secure with somebody who literally has no following. Which is fair, but I don't know. You know, there's some people who probably wouldn't like if their partner had a huge following. You know what I mean? It's just weird.
And somebody's always sliding into their DMs.
Yeah. And also he kept saying like, he was like, and he kept like when it was just him and the boys, he would always talk about Sarah Ann and be like, our connection is so like physical and stuff like that. But then he kind of made it seem like he wanted to be with Laura because she gave him something more than just the physical. But then when he actually got to meet Laura, it was like a kind of like instantly he was a bit like he never commented about how beautiful she was and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like and he told somebody else. I forgot who he told, but he was like, oh no, he told Amy. He was like, I want to see Sarah. He didn't say I want to meet Sarah. He said I want to see Sarah, because I'm sure he's thinking that she's very beautiful.
Well,
Yep.
he is going for it. I guess he went for it.
Even though he did say at the beginning that Laura was the whole package, like looks and intellect and everything. Like at the beginning of the honeymoon phase, he did say that.
That's what I did now.
Okay, fair. And also, that
But
could...
that doesn't mean that he also doesn't find Sarah attractive.
Yeah. And also, it's probably because I find them so boring. I had to fast forward. So I probably missed everything that they said. I was like, okay, they only got interesting when they went to the Dominican Republic, because that's when all of the drama came out. But like before, when they were in the pods, they were like, I love when you're clean. Like I want a clean boyfriend. I was like, I'm bored. But yeah.
And he was super, super tidy.
Yeah, he was a bit... It was a bit of a concern. Nah, just joking.
He
But
was
I like it.
OCD level.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, but it looked like a home that was like on
display.
sale, you know,
Yeah.
perfectly on display. Yeah.
Yeah, and also because like he was like, oh, I turned the labels to be at the front. I was like, what?
That's extra.
Yeah, I know. And then she was like, oh, it's giving serial killer. And I was like, yeah. You're
But
right.
in a good way.
Yeah, she's like, in a good way. And I was like, uh-oh. Okay. Well, yeah. I think with Sarah, I think also Sarah might give me sinister vibes. So I'm going to give her a yellow, just whatever.
But do you think he slept with her?
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think they all did. I think all of the ones that got accused of sleeping around, I think they did it. I'm gonna go ahead and think it.
So you think when Jeremy was out at till 5 a.m., it was because he slept with Sarah?
Well, because like 5 a.m., what were you doing? Watching TV?
Yeah.
Just talking?
It is suspicious.
It is really
And the whole thing, like, I shared my location with you, looked more like I'm gonna share my location with you here so that you think I'm here and not there.
Yeah. I think even
But
if
somehow
you...
she found out that...
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh. Well, I might have agreed with your comment. What were you gonna say?
No, like, it looked suspicious, like he was trying to cover his tracks, maybe, to not look suspicious with sharing his location, but in doing so, because he knew she wasn't gonna check it at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So by the time he got home, maybe his location wouldn't be at Sarah Ann's. But she did say that she saw him being in the area where Sarah Ann lives, so... And he was like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, and also...
So that's suspicious.
If you just got engaged with somebody who already seems fickle, like, and already seems untrustworthy because you don't really know them, I think I, personally, would be up at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. checking my phone to see if he's moved. So I think he's underestimated, like, if that was his strategy to be like, oh, yeah, I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna make sure that I stay really long so that she goes to sleep, I personally would not be sleeping. I'd be checking his every move. I'd be refreshing. Because who does that? I was like, I'd be like, if we are engaged, you're bringing me. You're bringing me to the party. We're all gonna watch a movie. Because what else would you be doing?
I think maybe, like, I would get that Jeremy would want some kind of closure with Sarah Ann, and they could have like a big, deep conversation about like how things ended, but not till 5 a.m.
Yeah.
It would stop when when the bar closes, like,
Yeah.
or
What the heck?
yeah,
The bar like especially in Sydney, the bar would close at like 2 or 1. Like, what are you doing that
Yeah.
late? And also, do you really have so much to talk about? If it's just about closure from somebody, like closure from someone that you just knew for like a week in the pods, how much closure do you need? Like,
yeah.
do you need 5 hours worth of closure? That's so weird. And then that's what I'd be saying to Jeremy. While he's gone and I'm in his house, I'm turning all the bottles in the freaking fridge. I'm turning all the bottles. I'm putting all of the cutlery in different cupboards too. I'm messing up the place.
No.
Actually, I think he is more of a red flag than she is.
I think so too.
Yeah.
He is. I think, like you said, maybe he's insecure, but I think he hides it with like a shell of what looks like secure, like being
Yeah.
confident, but maybe it's just a way to hide his own insecurity.
Yeah.
Just to answer Henry's mom, Jess. I think Jess did like how Jimmy looked when she saw him.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, human bender.
I'm sorry, but Jess
I'm joining you.
has probably been single for very long.
The right.
Just kidding. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't add up. I think if she knew how he was like when he was with Chelsea, she would get the ick.
Yeah.
Because I think if I see the way, because I would determine like a guy being a really good person if he is in a relationship with a girl that he doesn't like and he still treats her well. You know what I mean? Like, you can still treat somebody well even though you don't like them, and you just make it clear that you don't like them. Like, stop being so fickle
Yeah.
and being like, I mean, stop beating around the bush and being like, oh, of
Yeah,
course
yeah,
I still
yeah.
love you. Of course I still love you. It's just my lip. My lip is cut. Just be honest. Because
Just
what
my
do you-
lip. I bit my lip.
I know. It's like, what do you have to
Ugh.
lose in a 1-week relationship?
Well, they are engaged. I think that's the weird thing, because it is a 1-week relationship. At the same time, they are engaged and thinking like this is super serious.
They are so weird. They are so weird. Because even though they are engaged,
But
oh
I
yeah,
would also get tired if I was with somebody that asked me every half an hour, "Do you love me? Are you sure?
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
really, really sure?"
maybe
And
I
he's like,
sympathize
and
with
I can
her.
see on his face, like, "Yes, I ask you to marry me because I'm sure."
Okay, it must be nice being secure. Just kidding. Because on
Yeah.
on my like in my end, I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
you know
know
what?
throw with Steve?
I think I
Like,
would
where he-
also feel
he, like,
similar
punches,
to
like, you
Chelsea.
in a circle.
Wait.
Wait, did you mute?
Yeah, I muted. So anyway, okay,
Okay.
I'm back now. So what I mean is Chelsea probably like I'm sure that her sense of self already dropped so low when her husband cheated
Yeah.
on her. So I would then be like, okay, I'm ugly.
Yeah, for sure.
And if this guy is not giving me like his absolute everything in the first week of engagement, mind you, I'd be like, okay, this guy hates me and he's gonna cheat on me. That's why I'd also
True,
be thinking
true.
that. And especially, it doesn't like I think if she was with Trevor, who is like our favorite boy forever, like Trevor would have, because he didn't choose any other girl, and then that would make me be like, wow, he didn't choose any other girl. I don't even have I can like spread out the do you love me's.
And he's the one who told Chelsea he loved her first, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, I would have added that to the list of, oh, I'm feeling secure in this relationship. But because Jimmy had already told her, he already told her, oh, there's another girl, I would be like, oh, uh-oh. And then he was like I don't know. And then also him being like, you kind of lied about what you look like. I'd be like, whoa, okay.
Maybe she had a confidence boost of being the chosen one
Apparently today, someone
from Jimmy. Like, because he was between two girls and chose to propose to her, maybe that's like in a I'm not saying this is a good thing, but maybe that's what pushed her to like, okay, I am like it gave her a confidence boost basically.
Oh yeah, I would also have that confidence boost, but then I think she was too clouded. She should have waited for a bit. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wait, he chose me over this gorgeous, gorgeous girl. Oh my god, he must think that I sound gorgeous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would have been like, I think you'd be happy with Jess. I think you'd be happy with the Kardashian. I don't know. I think she made the wrong decision. And also she's not even in like I don't even think that she's into him. She was telling him, she was like, "Oh my god, babe, everybody's looking at you. You're so hot, babe." But I sensed a little bit of, "Oh, I don't think she believes that." Because she also told Trevor, she was like, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
really..." Like, she told the camera. She didn't even tell Trevor. She was like, she didn't even know what he looked like. And she goes, "Do you have a mullet? I'm a sucker for a mullet." And he was like, "Can you see me through the wall? I am wearing a mullet. I mean, I'm not wearing a mullet. I do have a mullet."
I'm wearing a mullet.
Oh my god.
I'm wearing a mullet. But yeah,
Oh, that's a-
I was like, I was like, they're perfect. And then she also said like, "Oh, my physical type is somebody who's really big."
I know the precaution.
You know what I mean? Like she was like, "Oh, I love
Yeah.
big, muscly,
Yeah.
muscly guys."
She
And
described Trevor basically.
it's so sad. It's so sad. She
Yeah.
should have chosen him.
Oh,
I'm really upset about it. But yeah,
She should've
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to.
And
Oh wait,
we would
for-
have had one more couple.
yeah, but also with Jess. Like, what do you think about Jess?
Yeah, exactly. If Jimmy chose Jess and Chelsea chose Trevor, we would have one more couple.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. And also, you know what? Jess was a really good person. She was like telling him, she was like up front, she was like, "Okay, my 10-year-old daughter is my life." You know what I mean? And then she was like telling him
Yeah.
truthfully. Yeah, she was like telling him truthfully. She goes, the father
Wait.
of my
Movement
daughter,
so Robbie.
he left.
I
And
care
blah blah
about
blah
it
blah
for the
blah.
first
Like
5 seconds.
she doesn't have
Yeah.
somebody. And she told him like straight up. And then he he loved her until she mentioned the kid, which is fair. He doesn't have to be a dad, but I could tell that if she told him, "Oh, I have a kid," and they were face to face where he can see her face and how pretty she is, he'd be like, "I can be a dad."
The wrong window to go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think
So I think it's fair that she waited to tell him. I think he handled it a little poorly, but understandably,
yeah,
because it is
a kid.
a huge deal. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
a huge deal.
I'm just gonna comment on something Henry's mom said, and that is that other guy Matt, because I felt kind of bad for him. Don't feel bad for Matt. The,
Yeah, okay. Henry
Matt was a huge weirdo.
Yeah, Henry told me, she was like, "I feel like it's unfair that they didn't show him telling Amber." And I was like, "Wait a second. Why didn't they show that? Don't you reckon they would have showed?"
Because Amber left.
Yeah, but like they would have had the footage, right? They would have had the footage of him telling Amber.
By Dre.
Not if she like just left the show and was like, I'm not consenting to more camera thing.
That's cute. I mean, that's true. But like I was also thinking, because he also posts on Instagram and he's been saying that he didn't tell that to Amber.
He does
The guys bullied him for being quiet. That's rude. True, he was bullied, and that was not good. But he didn't really socialize either. Like he was also being kind of rude back sometimes. Like, do you want the sandwich? No. Like, there's better ways
Ways
to
yeah.
handle social interaction. He was being kind of rude back, I feel, at least.
Yeah. That's true.
BBB.
With Matt though, I thought immediately that Matt was an actor.
true
So
Australian
that's
fashion.
what I thought. It didn't seem like he was a real
Yeah.
person. Like I was like, this just doesn't seem real. Like to do this doesn't
I
seem
felt like he had a playbook and he just played the rules of the playbook
yeah.
on every girl. Because he was saying the same thing to AD and to Amber.
Yeah.
And I feel like he just had a script he was trying out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
shit.
caught 2 girls who fell for it.
Ah, yeah.
And when
Yeah.
he got told caught, he was like trying to backtrack, but it didn't really work. I don't know. I got weird vibes from him, and the whole thing with America's watching. America loves an underdog. America's gonna root for me.
Yeah, that freaked me out. I was like, okay.
Was a weird thing to say.
I was like, then
He
marry
kind of gave me
America.
serial killer vibes.
Yeah. Then go marry the president of America
God
then.
damn.
But I don't know. He gave me really weird vibes. But also, the fact that he was
That's-
able to, like, at first I was a bit confused. I was like, how was he able to, like, get AD? And then immediately, like, after I got to know AD a little bit more, it became
Oh, no.
painfully obvious that she does not know how to choose boys. Because I don't like Clay either. Someone
Clay
help her.
is a problem.
Yeah.
Like, he's sweet. He was a little bit too focused on looks in the beginning.
Yep.
But I think he's, for the most part, a sweet guy. But
Yeah.
I think he's too stuck up on the fact that all of his father figures have been cheaters.
Mm-hmm.
And that he's gonna cheat, and like he's focusing too much on that, so much so that I think he's actually going to cheat because he thinks
Yep.
that's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. I don't like that. And yeah, it's not his fault that he was raised by cheaters, but like I think you should know like I think you should know that cheating is not the right thing to do. And also like he was just weird. Like he was like I don't think he knows that like he gives me such like like he said himself that he was a bit of a player. And I was like, why would you say that to somebody? And then he was being really weird by saying, oh, I don't want to let you down. Like, I just feel like I'm going to let you down. And I was like, okay, well, you're going to let me down? Like, you're
Yeah.
going to let me down then. Like,
Yeah,
yeah. And he was being really weird. And also he was saying,
he's focusing on the wrong things.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, remember when she told him that she was going to be with Matt? She said, oh, I'm kind of like in a love triangle. Because he asked. And then he was like, oh, who are we in a love triangle with? And she goes, you, me, and Matthew. And then he started getting like, he was like pacing around and like huffing and puffing and like going, oh, I freaking hate Matthew. Like, are you serious? Are we not cool? And blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, that's giving violent. He's gonna be violent.
Yeah, that was not cool.
I know. And then when
That was not cool.
it wasn't like until she said, oh, I want you to be more in touch with your like emotional side. And then he started harping on the fact that he cried. He was like, oh, are you proud of me? I cried. And I was like, not really. Like everybody can cry. And he was like, I cried once and I told my friends and they were so proud that I cried. They were like so interested that I cried. And I was like, you cried once. It's not that big to have an emotion, like a single emotion. It was just weird. It gave me weird vibes.
It's not, and it's kind of the toxic masculinity that's still a huge part of many cultures, sadly, that crying for men is like a sign of weakness.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of the guys in the pods had this kind of mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I cried, so I showed emotion, but I'm not gonna cry again because why would I? Like, that's weak.
Yeah. They were like, but
So crying once is like a huge deal.
yeah, I was like, uh-oh, he's giving weird. And then yeah, the fact that he was like he just kept on saying, "Oh, my dad's a cheater." You know, like I used to go he used to take me to like his affairs and stuff like that.
Mistresses.
Yeah, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, that's wrong. Like his dad shouldn't have done that." But why would you I don't know. He's expecting to also go down that path, and it was just weird. But
Yeah.
yeah, and also I think AD knows. She was like, cause she was like saying that she's like a fix-a-hoe. She like is attached or attracted to guys that she'll need to fix, and that is a problem. Like it's not her fault, but somebody needs to help her. They need to send help. Because also, and I was very confused because I think she also likes that toxic, like she likes the toxicity, because the
Well, if she.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No. Continue.
Yeah, like she likes the toxicity because he was cleaning his plates. The one green flag he's ever had in the Dominican Republic, he was cleaning his plates after he was eating his soup. Green flag for me, and she was like,
She was like looking so weird at him.
yeah, she was like, "Are you okay for cleaning?"
The looks she gives him sometimes are so weird. Like I feel like he's not doing anything really weird, and she's like,
Yeah, she was like, "Why the fuck are you doing that? Why are you cleaning in the Dominican Republic?"
Yeah.
No, but it was so weird. I don't know. I think somebody needs to help her.
maybe she
And-
wasn't done eating. Like that's the only thing
Oh.
I thought. Maybe she wasn't done eating, and he started like cleaning all the plates. That's the only reason I could think of why she would act that way. But it was weird.
It was clearly, yeah, and also it was clearly his plate, and he was putting like the food back into the thing. Like she was just weirded out, and also like I don't know. I think they're getting too into this like. They're like, wow, look at us. Like, oh my God, we're so good. Like, look at us. And I was like, yes, that's okay to have that. But you could, instead of saying it constantly that you're such a good couple, you could actually be a good couple. Like, you don't have to constantly affirm each other. Like, and it's not even like affirming each other in like a good way and being like, oh yeah, I really like you. I think that we're a really good match. They keep saying, oh, we're the best couple, right? It's like, we're so good, right? And then they'll say some weird cringe shit, and I'm like, oh no. Like, I just know that it's like, it's a.
You know you're the best couple when you always have to say it, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like very. It gives. It's like, uh-oh. Like, there's a lot of insecure people, but I think they're also a very insecure couple.
Yeah,
Things
for
are
sure.
Mm-hmm.
And like Jimmy saying when they first met each other in the Dominican Republic, Jimmy said like, "Oh, I think we're the best couple here for sure." Like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. And you can. Yeah.
You too?
Oh, BBB.
Like, I think all of the ones that had to say, they were like, no. And also, when Jimmy said that, he was like, you could see his head, like you could see him thinking and being like, are we the best couple? Yeah, I think we are. I think we
Yeah.
are. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, you are on shaky. You're on a shaky foundation. It's just weird.
Yeah.
I know.
This?
And like,
And I think that the ones that looked like the best couple
yeah,
are the only ones that have actually split up.
yeah.
No, it's
Which is
Canada,
like,
they just-
oh, I was just going to say that. I was like, and the one that actually looked stable completely crumbled. Like,
Yeah.
what happened to them? I don't understand. I have to put like a broken heart there. But like,
I think Kenneth and Brittany had really good chemistry, but
Really?
more as friends.
yeah.
Like,
That's so true. Because I was like, because when you said, oh, I think they have really good chemistry, I was like, are we looking at the same people? Because they kept also saying, they were like, they're like, oh yeah,
That's
do you
such a
love
long
God?
roll.
Like, I love God and stuff like that. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a very friendship vibe. Like, it was like not
Yeah.
like, first of all, they like never kissed, and I'm not saying that all relationships you have to like kiss each other all the time, but she was
my
definitely
gosh.
asking, like she was like saying like
That's
she
so
really
weird.
likes physical affection, and he was like, well, I'm just straight up not gonna give it to you. And
And
also, I don't like the way that as soon as he had access to his phone, it was over. There was no conversation anymore.
Yeah.
He was having a conversation and she was watching. Like,
Yeah. But also before that, like when they were like on the boat, she was like, it wasn't until they started talking about dolphins that it finally lit up and started talking. He was just sitting there and saying, yep.
yeah, and also he literally said as well. He goes, "Now you got me talking," and I was like, "Wait, you didn't want to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
being
exactly.
in love, but you want to talk about the fucking dolphins?"
Oh
and
my
also,
God,
like, can I just
that's
say, side note,
crazy.
everything he said about dolphins
Being
is
ugly.
wrong. They're not
Oh,
nice.
shell?
They're one of the bullies in the sea. I was like,
That feels so
oh,
weird,
red
bro.
flag.
I was just
He
kinda
likes
They're
dolphins.
nice to us.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They will
Oh, shell?
kill another person. My God.
Yep.
It was just
Yep.
weird for him to like actually acknowledge that. He was like, oh, now you got me talking. And I was like, why
Now
would
I'm
you
talking.
acknowledge it? Oh my God. Like, you could at least be like, oh, and then like talk more about it. I hate when people do that. It's like when you have an awkward like pause or an awkward silence when they're like, this is awkward. I'm like, get out of my house.
Yeah.
So weird.
And I fully understand, like I can have quality time with somebody where we're not talking together, but it's too early in the relationship.
Yeah, literally.
They're still
Like,
on their honeymoon.
yeah, like, wouldn't you think that it's like months later, or even just a month?
And they're still
later?
trying to learn about each other, right? They only know each other for a week, so it's too early to be that silence companionship phase.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure most people, it's like you want to be with each other a whole lot, and then you start doing parallel play. Like, you don't have to do that on your honeymoon when you're not even married.
Yeah.
You're literally like, they literally have stated it's the honeymoon phase, and also to have nothing to talk about in the Dominican Republic when it's like you're in a beautiful
Oh,
island. Like, you really won't have anything to talk
That's
about
literally
once you're in
terrible.
real life.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what, like, I still don't get what type of person he is, because he seems pretty cold, or maybe it's just like really chill, or doesn't know or want to show emotion, but the whole, yeah, he was just super quiet, and then the whole breakup was super weird.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's like,
It was-
you okay?
Yeah, and he also said, he said,
Oh,
he
shit.
goes, give me a hug so that you know that there's no beef. Why?
Yeah.
As an adult and a human being would you ever say that?
Oh, wait, no, you're
Like,
looking.
you can tell he
Yeah,
was like,
it's me.
I guess there is some sort of maturity to
To-
acknowledge that the relationship is not going anywhere and to be like, I think we should end things. But the way he ended it was so weird. It was like he was more excited in the last like couple of days where they were talking, or the last few episodes, he was more excited and perked up during the breakup than he was in the relationship. So this was like he was already thinking about it, and he was already so out of it. And like, it wasn't just like she was a bad person. Like, I never saw any red flags with her. She seemed like such a nice person, and it could just be the edit.
Oh, shit.
But I beg to differ, because if she ever displayed anything that was out of the ordinary, they would have showed it for the drama. Like, she didn't show any issues. She literally said, she goes, I really like physical touch. And she was like showing him how to hold her hand and stuff. And that was like lovely.
Yeah.
And then he told
And saying
her,
like, you've not been super affectionate, and like, oh, I've never heard that before. People usually say I'm too affectionate.
I know, and then I would be like, oh, so then you just hate me. I would actually be like, oh, it must be because you find me repulsive. If everybody's saying, oh, I'm a great, like, yeah, like, what the, oh my god, that's so annoying. I actually didn't hear him say that. That's why I was like, okay, maybe he's just not into touch. But then if he actually did say that, it would be over for me. I would not be able to like stop thinking about that. But also,
It was on the boat when she was like holding his hand, and he's like, "Oh, I've never heard that before."
Oh yeah,
And
then
but he doesn't start touching her more. He just acknowledges it and like, okay, and continues being silent.
yeah, I think that's a really big red flag. I think also though, because he's a middle school principal, I think he is kind of trying to like lower his, not really like, he's trying to be as professional as possible because he's a middle school principal, which is what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I
and
was
doesn't
like,
want
okay,
anything to be used against him.
yeah, but then why would you break up like that if you know that you have to be an authoritative figure in a school? You know, if you say something silly like,
he gave her a hug, so they know there's no beef.
I know, that was really weird. And also he kind of gave me like, I don't know. I think when they went into the pods together, it might just be a weird edit, but like when they first talked to each other, it just seemed like forced. I don't know. Maybe they're just super friendly, but it just seemed forced. Like they were like, "Is this Britney? Is this blah blah? I love you." Like that's how it came off to me.
Yeah, like I said, it felt like a good friendship vibe, and you need to have the friendship foundation to have the romantic over it. But I think they both hoped that the romantic layer would come, but it didn't. At least not for Kenneth.
Yeah, unfortunate.
It feels like.
Yeah, he wasn't into it. And then she was like telling him, she was like, yeah, I really like, and also he was finding reasons for them to not be together. Because he was also talking to AD about how their cultural differences could eventually put a spanner in the works in the relationship. And I was like, why would you, like, yeah, it's a good to like consider that, but why would you discuss it with another girl? But
yeah,
I don't know. I guess there was a little bit of like she understands the culture because they share that same culture, but it was just weird the way that happened. Like he was finding cons when you're like you're in the first week of a relationship, all you can see is like positive things.
Yeah.
If you're in a good relationship.
And I, as far as I understood, she had dated black guys before, so it's not like she was totally new to the whole culture thing.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. She was like, but he said that he'd never dated a white person. So, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but then he never. I don't know. Like she tried to reassure him, but he was like, I don't know. And also, I didn't like the way that he was like, oh well, because she goes, oh you woke me up, like you turned on the light at 1:30 a.m. or something. She was like, oh yeah, you turned on the light at 1:30 a.m. and you wanted to like he wanted to get physical at that time. That was weird. And then he was like, yeah, and you weren't into it. See? Like I was like, oh, that's weird.
That was a weird argumentation. Yeah.
And also like, why did you turn on the light at 1:30? That's so what? It gave me it was like uncomfortable. And also, but some people were saying that like he just wasn't into it from the get-go, because apparently when she was leaving, he was already calling his like he was calling up his what do you call it, his roommate,
his friends. He
was calling up his roommate and being like, oh yeah, you can like, we can chill now. it's like, wait, what? You just broke up with your fiance?
Honestly, no.
No, didn't say he was coming over, packing his things and coming over. Because he wasn't going to sleep there
Oh, okay.
when they just broke up.
I misinterpreted it. I thought they were just gonna hang out.
Yeah, I think it was, but it was really, but it was still like really, like his voice was so nonchalant. Like, yeah, I'm packing up and coming over.
Yeah, that's
Like,
weird.
he was not sad at all, and she was in the kitchen crying.
Yeah, I would be
Um,
like, at least pretend to be upset. That might have made me feel better.
Yeah, it would be weird seeing your principal, Henry's mom, on this kind of show, for sure. Yeah, so I think, like you said, he wasn't really into her as much as maybe it's the never dated a white girl thing for him. Maybe he's not into white girls. I don't know. Also, the edit is might be a bit weird. I think I saw an article about Britney saying that the phone thing was never an issue. Even though they did edit it to look like he was always on the phone.
Oh, what the heck? Okay, now I'm getting confused. Because, like, that's what Matthew was saying, too. And the girls were saying, like, he didn't walk out.
But she might be saying that just to be nice, too.
That's true. She does give me, like, she gives
Matthew?
off a really nice person. Yeah, like, with Matthew, the other girls who were talking to Matthew, they were saying that he never left mid-conversation.
Yep.
That was just not a thing that happened. But they edited it in a way where he leaves mid-conversation.
Yep. They edited the pods really weird sometimes. Like, okay, see you tomorrow, and like didn't it just start?
Yeah, it's weird. And also, it's because, like,
I think they cut out a lot.
Yeah, they cut out a lot just for their own, like, whatever, their own narrative. But if you look at their cups are like, they're filled cups, because if they showed, like, if they had clear cups, you'll be able to see the drink, like, going up and down when they're, like, conversing.
And then you can't cut the way they want to, right?
Yeah. I think that's all of them right now.
Wait,
we'll wait until... Wait, we'll see who's going to propose.
I think Jessica is gonna play the villain this season.
Yeah.
She is giving me... Like, she's playing the hot villain.
Yeah.
She's giving a lot of villain vibes right now. Like, you're gonna choke when you see me.
Oh, also, wait, can I just clarify? When she goes, you're gonna choke when you see what you've missed out on. But he was like, he told Chelsea, oh, she said I was gonna choke when I see her looks. And then Chelsea was like, wait, why did she mention looks? She never said looks. She said you'll choke when you realize, like, when you see what you've missed out on. But it was never like her. I think it was because she looks like that. It's easy to make her a reality star villain, just like with Sarah. I think Sarah Ann will also be another contender for another hot villain. Because also they were going a little bit too in, like, when she said, "Oh, like my eyes kind of hurt because, like, my Botox and stuff." And then they made it seem like he was like, huh? And then he said, oh yeah, I have lip filler, blah, 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 blah. And then she was like, oh, I have lip filler too. And he goes, where, bottom or top? And then she goes, both. And then he was just giving, like, you know when guys don't want to hear, like, it was like, oh, she has plastic surgery. She must be like a freaking idiot. You know what I mean? That's what it gave me.
Yeah.
I think they're going to make her seem like a bad person because she has followers on Instagram and on TikTok, and she has Botox, and but also I didn't like her personally. I don't like her what she commented on about, like, in the political thing when she was like, when he goes, oh yeah, what's your political stance? And she was like, oh, for sure conservative. And then she kind of went into a little bit of a
thing.
little bit of a
Yeah.
rant.
Gray area.
Yeah, which made me a little bit, huh? It made me a bit like that. But
Which is fair enough, her views. But
yeah, that's
yeah.
true. I think what I will
Wait,
do
what?
is, unfortunately, they're gonna say yes. Clay and AD are gonna say yes.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Chelsea and that guy,
Jimmy.
Johnny or something. Whatever, Liam.
No,
Whatever.
Johnny is with Amy.
Oh yeah, Johnny and Amy. They're gonna say yes. They are. They're just gonna
Yeah,
work
I
it
think
out.
so.
They'll discuss the birth control stuff later.
Because they're usually just cute together. Like
Yeah.
they, for the most part.
Yeah. They're like okay.
Chelsea and Jimmy. I really hope somebody breaks that off.
Yeah.
Especially if the like teaser scene about him cheating on her is true. Then that's not gonna go.
Yeah, and also her friends were saying, "What's the best thing that you like? Like, what's the thing that you like most about her?" And he was just being weird. It didn't seem
What the
sincere.
heck?
He was just like, everything.
Yeah.
I was like, you're full of shit. But yeah. So I think Chelsea.
Like he mentioned Jessica in that moment.
Yeah. Oh
Also-
my god. He was like, not to mention another
Like
girl, but
the
I'm
best
gonna
thing I like
mention
about
it.
Chelsea is that when I had a hard time after meeting Jessica, she picked me up.
I was like,
Oh wait, yeah. Okay, that's so okay. He's long gone. He's long gone. He saw her once.
Yeah.
And then he's too. I think although everybody says that Clay is way into looks, I think this guy is as
He was
bad.
too for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he wants to make it seem like he's not
Oh,
super
that
into
wasn't my
looks.
crush?
So he's trying to make it be like he's trying to go, "Oh yeah, you are." And he told her once. He goes, I just don't care what she looks like. Like I don't care about her appearance." And then her friends were like, "Yeah, of course it makes it easier to not care about her appearance because she's so beautiful." And he goes, "Oh
No.
yeah, she is so pretty."
Yeah.
Why would you even mention that if you think
She
she's so
is pretty.
gorgeous? And it's like I was able to overlook the fact that you didn't look like Megan Fox. Like he might as well have said that. Like it was just weird.
Yeah.
And in front of the friends
Oh.
too, they clocked it so fast. They were like, "Wait a
we threw at
second.
the same
Of
time.
course you wouldn't have to care about what she looks like cuz she's beautiful." And he didn't think
Gee.
about that.
Yeah.
So weird. But yeah, I
And he
think
did say Jessica once, didn't he?
yeah.
At when he before they met for the first time in the
Yeah.
chair, he's
Yeah.
like, "I'm gonna go and see Jessica. I mean Chelsea."
I died.
He had a Freudian slip.
that would be the end of me. If I was Chelsea, I was already going through that. I watched the show. That's me gone. That's me gone. I can't believe he did that. And he didn't even say like I'm so excited to see Chelsea. He goes, "I love Jessica. I mean Chelsea." I was
Yeah.
like, "You're a freak.
Yeah.
You're a freak." Oh my gosh, this guy. So yeah, they're obviously not going to be saying yes. So let's put a big zigzag through them. Also,
What about Jeremy and Laura?
Laura's not going to say yes.
No.
No. And Jeremy will probably...
Especially if the Sarah Ann thing is true.
Like,
Nah.
Daddy.
I think they're not going to say yes. And we already have...
Do you think Jeremy's gonna go with Sarah?
Yes. Okay, he's going to
Yeah.
be with Sarah Ann. He's going to be with Sarah. And I think that Jimmy, he's going to try to get with Jessica. Try with
Yeah.
Jess. And also, I don't know.
And
but I
maybe Chelsea will go for Trevor.
yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. But I think that, well, from what I've seen in the TikToks that Trevor and Chelsea make, either they have a clause where they can't tell people that they're
Talk
dating
about
each
it,
other.
yeah.
So, yeah, I think either they're just going to like casually date, or yeah, they'll be together.
I think they have some kind of clause because it's been like over. I think this is usually like a year.
Yeah.
Recorded a year before, so and nobody knows, right?
Yeah.
And it would ruin the show if everybody knew through their Instagram. So I think they have to be really careful about what they share.
Yeah, that's true. So I think the only two people that are going, I mean, the only two couples that are gonna date, I mean, get married, is Clay.
Get married.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clay and AD and Amy and Johnny.
Which I don't think they're perfect for each other yet. Neither of them. Neither of them. Even though Johnny and Amy are kind of cute.
They are kind of cute, and I think they could work through their issues.
Yeah.
And their chicken butts.
Yeah.
I think Clay has a bit more. Clay and AD has more of a struggle ahead of them.
Yeah. They have to grow.
If it's gonna work.
Yeah. She has to love herself enough to be like, I'm not gonna be with this guy. And he has to grow up.
Yeah.
He just has to. There is no way. And also, I don't know. But yeah, Amy and Johnny, they can make it. That's not even a huge deal, TBH. Like, it is a huge deal, but it's something that you could work out eventually.
Yeah.
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 And also, but I mean, he was telling her, like, he was saying, like, oh, I am 100% like attracted to her and stuff. She kept saying, he's not really my type. Like, he's like, I wouldn't go for somebody who looks like him. And I don't know if she was saying that to be like, but I still like his personality. But saying it more than once is a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And saying it more than once could mean that if he does one bad move, she's out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think you have to have, like,
For
I'm
sure.
not as crazy as Clay, but I think you do have to have a little bit of a personal, like, I mean, like a physical attraction to each other. Even if they're not, like, gorgeous or whatever, like, society's idea of gorgeous. But, like, your own personal, like, oh, that's all right.
Hey.
Actually,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. You don't have to be, like, totally, like, oh my god, that's my type, that's my type. But just a little bit.
Hey, yo.
And she kept saying, he's far from what I would go for. But, I mean, I think she assured him, she was like, oh, yeah, my dad had a dream of
And
my
exactly
kids.
like.
The rage.
Yeah.
I think when people say, "Oh, he's not my type," what they lack of like perspective is your type hasn't worked for you because you're here and you're single.
Oh, yeah, true. That's actually really true. That is true.
So maybe not having somebody your type is a good thing.
That's true. But also, if somebody ever told that to me 6 years down the track, they were like, you weren't really my physical type, I would jump out the window of a one-story house.
No, but it's like it's one thing about being you're not the type of like I usually dated versus not finding you attractive at all, because
okay, yeah.
that's a no-go.
Different. That would be different.
But just being something different, but I still like you, but you're not what I used to date.
Oh yeah.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Oh yeah, that's all right.
So it all depends what they mean about not being their type. If they don't find them attractive, still that's a red flag.
Yeah, that would be really bad.
They have to still find you attractive, but you can still not be their usual type.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna put money on those two. They're gonna date.
Yeah.
And then Liam is gonna
We'll see
try...
on Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, Wednesday? Wait, what? Oh my god,
Durian
yeah, it's Wednesday.
X
The next few
Soho.
episodes comes out on Wednesday,
Next 2 episodes or just 1?
on the
I
28th.
knew it.
I think next
I knew
2.
I would
That's
be here
really,
to eliminate
really
Let's see.
close.
species.
And because I don't have work on Wednesday, so it's like, okay, I am going to be writing down notes.
I'm not going to be able to see it on Wednesday. I'm
What?
not going to be able to see it on Wednesday. Maybe Thursday.
Do you
Because
have a
I'm going
concert?
at concert on
Oh
Wednesday.
my lordy,
yeah.
lordy.
So.
That is so funny. I was like, oh, let me guess, it's a concert. Is it Dragon Force?
It is Dragon Force. Yeah.
What? I'm so smart. That's so good. Okay, well, these are our predictions. I'm gonna save these.
Yeah.
These are good
Yeah.
predictions.
Save it.
Save as
The bear.
Love is Blind recap. Predictions. Save. Alright. Let's try.
All right.
Wait, what time is it there?
It is 12:30 almost.
Okay, let's change the thingy from just chatting to It Takes Two.
Actually, I never did change it to just chatting. It takes 2 this whole time.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Change it to It Takes Two. Alright, go
Okay.
go get a drink and then I will go set my thingy up.
Yo.
Yeah, I will also